This year has already been an excellent one for video game to film adaptations. First came the indie miracle Iron Lung, followed by the long-awaited Super Mario Galaxy movie, and now Exit 8 is finally coming to the United States. The Exit 8 video game initially came out in 2023, with the only environment being this looping subway corridor. While the environment stayed mostly the same, you would encounter an anomaly every now and then. These could be as subtle as slightly altered posters, or as obvious as a pool of blood rushing down the hallway. You start at Exit 1 and need to look for anomalies each loop. If you think there are none, you proceed like normal. If you do think there's an anomaly, you turn around and start heading in the opposite direction. Guessing correctly leads you into the next exit, while guessing incorrectly sends you back to the first exit. You can only clear the game by making 8 correct guesses in a row. It's a really cool psychological horror game which makes you question everything you see. Is this tile pattern really slightly different, or am I just going insane? Solo developer Kotake Create developed the game, as well as working with director Genki Kawamura in developing the film adaptation, which came to Japanese theaters on August 29th, 2025. And now, at last, in April of 2026, the movie has made it stateside in select theaters. Does this movie truly embody the feel of the video game, or is it yet another adaptation gone awry? I decided to find out myself. So as I stated earlier, this movie is getting a more limited release in North America, which is fine, it's understandable. It is a indie horror movie based on a Japanese video game that's also subtitled, so it might not have mass market appeal. The problem is, none of the local theaters that I go to, even the ones that do screen indie stuff and anime movies and other imported stuff like that, they're not showing this movie. So I have to go to a separate theater that I've never been to before. And also, I don't drive, so I have to take the bus, which normally isn't a problem, but this is in like another town that has a weird bus schedule on Saturdays. So what I have to do is I have to leave here. I have to leave my dorm at 9:30 a.m. Tomorrow, which is Saturday, to see this thing, to get to a hub station at 10 o'clock with the next bus leaving at 11, so I have to sit there for an hour, and then I'll get to the nearest bus stop to the theater at 11:17, followed by an 18-minute walk across alongside an airport to get to the actual theater, and then I'll get there at around 11:35. The showing is at 1. The showing is at 1 p.m. So I'll be there like in nearly 90 minutes early. But I also can't get there. I take a later bus, or else, I'll be there. I'll show up halfway through the movie. And I also cannot do a later showing than 1 p.m. Because then I won't be able to get home because the buses stop running early in that area. And also I can't take an earlier one because 1 p.m. is the earliest movie slot available. So let's go see how this works tomorrow. Okay, it is now 9:30 the next day. I'm leaving for the bus stop now. I can't remember the last time I was up at 7 a.m. on a Saturday. This movie better be worth it, I swear. Okay, ignore what the wind is doing to my hair and the sound of cars like every second, but after a lot of traveling, a lot of waiting, a lot of walking on yard because there is no sidewalks here, we finally made it to the only cinema in town playing this movie. So let's get in and enjoy. Okay, ignore the cars if possible. I am right next to an airport, so I can't really do anything about that. But coming out of that was the most faithful video game adaptation film that I've ever seen. The vibes and the feel, especially in the beginning, there's a part where it is first person and it feels like you're playing the game for the first time. It's insane. They have a lot of they do develop some of the characters a lot more since, there wasn't really room for that in the game. They do a lot of different anomalies to keep you guessing. Anomalies that either weren't possible or just weren't present in the game. even after its movie update. And I don't know, I think it was a phenomenal psychological horror that people could enjoy, even if they don't, even if they're not familiar with Exit 8. So yeah, it was a really cool experience, and I would definitely recommend checking it out if you have a cinema playing it near you. But I think I'm running out of time here, so thank you for watching Frostbytes, and make sure to stay plugged in.